Welcome to another segment of Behind the Scenes with Cypress Living President and CEO Troy Churchill. Today we get a second behind the scenes look at the tower at the Oaks. You're going to see tremendous progress being made as residents are starting to move in. I'll also give you a demonstration of why a photographer should never put their subject between the camera and the bright sunlight. Oh, they become silhouettes. Sorry about that, but it sure is a pretty view.
Well, Troy, thank you for invite number 2 behind the scenes at the Oaks.
Yes.
We're in the tower, and the reason I'm smiling so much is the difference between part 1 and part 2 is absolutely amazing. In fact, in this video, I'm going to interpolate a little bit from so people can see how much progress has been made. So explain where you're at right now, because I know people are moving in.
Yeah, so just overall for the site, for all of our villas, out of the 24 villas, by the end of today, we should have 18 of those villas moved in and/or the residence has taken possession. So about 75% with the villas. Here in the tower, at the end of today, we will have 4 of the 24 units with their furniture and items moved in. On Monday, the 29th, we have 2 really important inspections. We have an inspection with the fire inspector. He's going to firm up floors 1 through 5 from a fire safety perspective. He already gave us approval to put furniture items kind of in the middle of the rooms. And then we also have Lee County coming out for our certificate of compliance, just to look at all the site landscaping, make sure there's no tripping hazards, making sure all the parking locations are marked. And so after both of those inspections, we're working really hard to ensure a successful result. We'll then have our first 4 residences here occupied that evening.
Now, Troy, you've been doing this for a while, and I think one of the things I'm learning as a spectator is the amount of permitting that's involved with these things. It seems like almost everything needs a permit. Has it always been this way?
It's always been that way, but it hasn't been as tight of a, had such an impact on the schedule. Hurricane Ian had a lot to do with that, because the amount of permitting and things that occurred after the storm with all the rebuilds, it just really slowed things down. And we were already kind of seeing that, the backups prior to that. So that's where we've been kind of in that. That's why the clubhouse got started a little later than we wanted to in other areas. But we still keep working forward and moving forward, and we're excited to have some of our future residents staying in here next week.
Yeah, and when will the perimeter fencing go up? Because you've explained that to us, I believe wrought iron, and it's got some major posts.
I bet you can guess what we're waiting on for that.
Oh, permitting.
That permit thing again,
okay.
Yeah. But we did actually get the permit for the right-of-way at the end of last week. That's some of the work that's going to be going along Summerlin. So we're putting in a sidewalk that goes all the way down to the end of the property line, kind of connects that the bus station stop that's out there as well. And then the perimeter fencing, we're hoping to get that started soon. We have a lot of the holes dug for the big columns that are going to be going along the Bass Road side, but that'll be the 8-foot fence over there with the concrete columns and with the double hedgerow. And then at the corner of Bass and Health Park Drive, that's where it will turn into the 6-foot aluminum fence with the double hedgerow.
Okay. Now, I see today the full circle going around the Oaks is open. So does that mean now that all residents, no matter where they live, if they want to drive through, watch out for construction, but it's okay to do?
Yeah, they definitely can drive through now. I would just, if you want to just take a lap through, I would do it outside of normal business hours, just because there's still so much happening.
Yeah.
After Monday, there won't be a lot of exterior work over here, but we still have a ton of work happening on the water feature on the 2 lakes, along with the clubhouse. So there still is watch for vehicles, construction equipment coming out of entrances and exits. So.
Well, before we looked inside some units, I wanted to start here, because I imagine that if somebody wants to live in the tower, they're interested in a view, and this happens to be my favorite view, looking out over the big pond. So I thought this would be a good place to start. We're on the 5th floor.
Yeah, this is this unit here. We're in unit 505. It's a Heron unit at the end of the building, and it's got a great view of our beautiful Health Park, Florida campus here. I'm showing how nice Cypress Cove has bounced back since the storm, and all of our greenery's back as well.
Yep.
And it shows the beautiful fountains that are out there.
All right, well, thank you very much for lining up the tour for us.
Of course. Let's go see the progress we've made.
Here we go. Always look a lot different.
Yes, we have a few items of punch left in here. You can see some of the blue tape up. But all of the residences over here, it's a Salto lock system. So same as the villas, you hold it here, the green flashes, and you push forward in. So we're going into a crane unit. Still have a few items left, but it's pretty close.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
This is the living space, has a tray ceiling, and then you can see the big beautiful island, have the smart home components installed. You can turn on some of these lights. This unit came with the plantation shutters. Nice large pantry actually goes around the fridge. One of the main items that we have left is to get the wrapping for the islands, and that'll be here in the next couple weeks. So always a few items here or there that we're missing. We can take a walk over here to the primary bedroom. So this is the primary bathroom. You can see the nice large walk-in. Up on the ceiling there, that's the part of the smart home package that this comes with. So that's the Nobita. Similar to the Nobi light, but it's the Nobita. Those are for you to be used in wet areas. The primary bathroom with the his and her sinks. Still some of the smart home components. And we also, nice big closet here. Some of the residents actually worked with California Closets to do a custom closet. So they really maxed out the space.
I'm noticing the doors are sliders. Are all the units that way?
Yep, many of them are the sliders. Just to helps with you know, getting more usable space, especially in the closets. A nice large closet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Don't show my wife the closet. It's ours is about half the size.
Could be another office.
And here's the nice glass.
Yeah.
We only have one tub installed in the whole tower, based off of one of our future residents' preference.
Okay, one tub.
One tub.
Troy, I didn't know that units were going to have laundromats in them.
Yeah, I know. That's a big washer and dryer there on the pedestal. So
Wow.
yeah, it's nice. A lot of great storage here in the laundry room. Its own little utility sink.
So, Troy, remind us about the 2 floor plans.
There's 3.
Okay.
So we were just in the crane. Now we're in the Ibis. This is one of the smaller. This is the smallest floor plan we have in the tower. There's 2 of each floor plan for each floor, so 6 in total. But this kitchen in the Ibis, I really like. These particular residents did a beautiful waterfall edge on their main island. So that means the countertop goes all the way to the floor. And then you can see they picked a nice complementary backsplash and an oversized kitchen sink as well. This color combination, I think, just looks, it's one of our best packages, especially with the darker wood on the floor. It just really makes it pop. They'll have a great view of the clubhouse and the larger lake.
And this is just the 2nd floor. What a view.
Yeah, I know. So all of the storage is here on the same floor as the residence. So they all have their own storage bin. So there's 4 locations here, and then there's 2 more just down the hall from us.
All right.
When you're coming down the hall, you'll remember 203 and 204 are always your cranes. So your 03s and 04s are your cranes. Your 02s and 05s at either end of the building are your herons. And then your ibises are your 01s and 06s. So ibis is that around that 1,500 square feet. The herons around the 1,700 mark, and then the cranes are the largest at the 1,900. Each residence also has their own mechanical room, so it's a lot nicer if our facilities team members have to come and do any type of work, they can do it outside of the unit instead of having to enter the unit. So now we're gonna use our Salto key and go into 202, which is the Heron. Once again, the Heron is my favorite, just like the Osprey is. The laundry room here, when you come into the right, so nice, kind of away from the living area, but a lot of good storage in there, along with the sink. You have a half bath as well when you come in. A nice den, large den here for an office, an additional area just to relax. Could be a man cave if you're lucky.
Yeah. If you're not lucky, you're in the cage.
Yeah. And then here's the living space, once again with that upper tray ceiling, and then opens up into the kitchen. So once again, a lot of great space here in the Heron. And then the primary bedroom is closest to the balcony, so that would be off the living room. And the guest bedroom is back behind the kitchen.
Seems like a popular choice is bright and white.
Yeah,
Really
a lot of those colors. Now I was in a unit today that had darker, the espresso lowers, and the uppers were the maple finish. And it actually looked pretty good. It was a nice package to see. There's a lot of mixing and matching, more in the villas than the tower, but that's that customization or that personalization of their home.
What's some of the first comments you get as people are moving in?
They love the windows. They love the multiple views. You know, especially on beautiful days like today, there's a lot of natural light that comes into these residences. You really don't need lights on at all. And they really like the height of the ceilings. And they come in the big doors, the good quality doors, and then the heights of the ceilings as well.
I see they're all smart homed up already.
Yeah, Joe and Dee have been over here. So they have all the smart home components installed already on the second floor. And then we also, those come with our Nobi and Nobita devices. So they're cleaning the exterior windows right now, but this unit's gonna have a great view of the waterfall, the water feature, the lakes. This is that guest bedroom. So this one just has the single sink, but a nice walk-in shower, glass walk-in shower. And this closet, another good sized closet, great place to...
Another office.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
Here's what a walk through a kitchen and down a hallway looked like during our March 19th, 2024 tour of the tower, compared to what it looks like now, just 5 weeks later.
I mean, it's just pretty to walk down the hallway.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. How you doing? Oops.
They're like a shampooer? Yeah. Shampooer?
They do a good job though when they're cleaning. I mean, compared to what this looked like, you know, Friday when I came in.
Lobby.
Here's what that very same second floor lobby looked like just 5 weeks ago, compared to how it looks today. Quite a difference.
It's so interesting the way that it's open between the two levels.
Yeah.
Was there a reason for that, Troy, or is it just style?
I think it was just, they wanted to make it feel, you know, when you came in that there was a lot of additional space, you know, headspace. So there'll be actually some tables here for people to sit, to have cocktails, you know, do puzzles. Lets a lot of natural light in again.
Beautiful. Okay.
So out here on the exterior of the tower, most of the exterior work is complete. We have a little bit more to finish up, but you can see all the windows are in place, screens, railings. We even have our golf cart parking striping completed and our regular vehicle parking completed within the garage.
So Troy, part of the fun of this part two of going through the tower is you're getting things are more into the finishing mode now.
Yes, yes. We've made some great progress on the water feature. So you can see right now, they're working on the liner. This liner will be on the southern lake, but that's the upper lake that'll hold the water, and then the water will get come out near the pavilion, flow towards us, come down the waterfall into the lower lake or the northern lake. This northern lake has been drained down a couple feet just to allow us to pull the liner over where the waterfall feature will go.
And
both lakes will have a beautiful fountain in each one.
And if they want to see the massive tube that connects the recycle together, watch part 1 of the tower.
Yes, yes. And the pavilion over here as well, all the flooring is in, all the decking, so now we just have the railing and obviously some site work around the pavilion still.
Hope you enjoyed the tour. On our next segment of Behind the Scenes, Troy will give us a tour through the new clubhouse at the Oaks. See you next time, Behind the Scenes.